peace. Yeah, I needed to come out for a little walk today. The past week, man, it's been cold like I don't know what. Super duper cold. Man. I really wanted to walk as well. I thought, you know what? Forget about all that black ice, mate. It's not worth it. You know what I mean? So this is like the first day. It's got kind of like half decent. I'm saying that it's still only 3 degrees, but it's better than it was, man. Why? Yeah, man. I've cut down a load of trees around here. Looks a lot different. But yeah. What about Lord Jamar then? Mate. Lord Jamar, man. Come on. Oh man. Do you know what? Lord Jamar, I'm a fan, you know, because of Brand Nubian. Back in the day, man, them type of guys, when I was coming up, Public Enemy, Daewoo the Damager, Jaewoo, sorry, not Daewoo. Yeah, man, all them type of guys, man. Poor righteous teachers. Those were the guys that were shining the light, man, for us youth. Introducing us to the 5% teachings. The teachings of the Nation of Islam, man. The actual facts. The supreme wisdom. The problem book. Student enrollment. All of that good stuff. With a street swag to it as well. Made it look really cool too. So it had its attractive element for the youth then. You know? So Lord Jamar's a 5%er, man. Like I said, I'm a big fan. But he's on this as a 5%er, which but I said before, it's quite strange for him to take on this flat earth philosophy that's catching a lot of people out. So he was on Godfrey's show a few weeks back, and he was like going on with his, you know, his thoughts about flat earth and all that type of thing. And mate, he's grown in confidence as well with his theories and stuff concerning the flat earth opposed to the sphere, the globe type thing. Long story short, and I was shaking my head when he did it, he's like, yeah, bring on any scientist and I'll debate them, you know what I mean, I'll roast them up, this, that and the other. And I thought, I was looking at his mate, I forgot his name, he's the biggest dude. I think it was sitting to his right, I can't remember, but he's the biggest dude. And I seen that little twinkle in his eye, and I thought to myself, they're going to try and set him up with a debate with a scientist. And I was thinking to myself, Jamar, don't do it. That's all I was thinking. I was like, don't do it, man. Don't do it to yourself. You know what I mean? You're going to end up with egg on your face, mate. Trust me, don't do this. So anyway, lo and behold, I'm scrolling through looking at my older YouTube videos and whatnot. I've only just noticed to cut these trees down and all. You can see all this now. Yeah. Basically, they set up a debate with this, I think it's called Dave the Professor. It's got like a YouTube channel with a big following type thing. And this guy, he just loves to destroy the flat earth. The flat earth people, he loves it. He takes great joy. You know, he revels in it. Cusses them down while he's doing it and everything. Makes them look really, really stupid. But at the end of the day, he's coming with like hardcore science, man. Hardcore science, and he's just destroying them. So, boy, anyway, yeah, I thought someone coming in. Anyway, Godfrey brings on this dude. God, oh, it was hard to watch, man, because like I say, Lord Jamar was one of my idols coming up as a kid. You know what I mean? It was so good to see them strong black iconic figures that had knowledge, wisdom and understanding back in the day, and to see my man get destroyed like he did, oh, it was hard to watch. Lord Jamar, man, he didn't help himself either, because before that the guy got introduced, he cussed him down as well before the guy could, you know, get any airtime. I was like, oh, this is it's gonna go real downhill real fast. But anyway, long story short, you'll have to see the video, because I think Godfrey must have took it down off his channel, but obviously my man, he anticipated it and recorded it, that Dave guy, because obviously he wants to revel. Oh, man. Look. Even though I was on the professor's side, because science is science at the end of the day, you know what I mean, the can't get my words out. The hardcore facts are there. They're just there. It's maths. You can't turn physical laws off just because of your ego and your arrogance. It doesn't work that way. These laws got set up in the beginning, in creation, so it is what it is. So obviously I was on the scientist's side. I didn't like the glee in his face though, because Lord Jamar, man, Lord Jamar's my brother at the end of the day, unbeknownst to him. But you know, we've studied the same teachings, the same actual facts, the same 5% teachings, man. And it's like, for 5% to be caught out with a flat earth as well, you haven't been studying your lessons, bro. And it showed. You shouldn't have been caught out with a flat earth anyway, because we're given the geometry from the get-go. You know what I mean? It's like you have to memorize your student enrollment. I mean, your actual facts before you can get anywhere in the Nation of Islam. That's just like the first bit, you know. But saying that, he wasn't in the nation anyway. He was a 5%er, but still, them guys memorize these lessons like really hardcore. But memorization and study are two different things, which it was plain to see. He got absolutely destroyed. And the scientist guy, Professor Dave, the glee in his face as well, it was horrible to watch. And Lord Jamar, man, you could see in his face he was embarrassed. Even though his arrogance was stopping up his ears to what was being said. He's like, kept on looking over to Godfrey, like saying, cut it out. get this guy off. You know what I mean? Godfrey was laughing up. You know, but at the end of the day, as horrible to watch as it was, because like I say, Lord Jamar's my man, he needed it. He really did need it. Because sometimes, mate, we build these palisades, these castles in the air around us, which give us this like false sense of like self and power. And my man there, like the tarot, the tarot card, that lightning struck, man, and he got blown out of his high tower, big time. Oh, he didn't like it, his face. Oh, you've got to watch it. You have to see it, man. All of the 5%ers out there, if you catch this video, nation brothers and sisters, like I say, I don't think it's on Godfrey's channel, but that Dave the Professor, it's called Dave the Professor, or the Professor Dave, one of the two. This white dude, he kept it because obviously he wants to gloat. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, you destroyed him, but you don't need to gloat, G. You know what I mean? Because there's always someone out there that can top your knowledge. You know what I mean? And like they say, karma's a bitch, so don't gloat too much. But it is what it is, man. He destroyed him. It absolutely lashed him. I could feel it. Oh man, I felt it. Felt it for Jamar. Oh my God. You could see the embarrassment on his face. He was struggling. He was struggling. He kept on skipping, coming out with these scientific jargon, which my man pressed him on, asking him, do you really know these words that are coming out of your mouth? Do you understand them? Do you understand the science? Jamar didn't. You know what I mean? It was like, it just goes to show, man, when you're studying these lessons and you're studying these maths or anything in like science, don't get me wrong, I'm not a big time scientist myself, but it takes time. You've got a concept, an abstract mathematical concept of it that takes time for you to digest, analyze, take apart, put back together, you know, totally understand it and make it part of yourself so you can just talk it with ease. And you've seen that difference between this Professor Dave and Lord Jamar. The scientist did this study and he thoroughly digested the scientific terms, the mathematics, so he could talk it simple. Lord Jamar, he was stuttering, he was just repeating the words. He couldn't, he didn't encompass properly. He just didn't, and it showed. So hopefully he'll go back, Lord Jamar, lick his wounds, hopefully start with the 5% lessons again and study them. The mathematical mindset of God that was given to us to raise us. Give us like a proper solid structure so we don't get caught out with this silliness. You know, so I hope brother goes back, licks his wounds, has a good look, analyses what happened, takes the ego away, the arrogance away, because at the end of the day, okay, he's a big star, but like my man proved, you're not infallible to science just because you're a star, mate. It is what it is, you know. So yeah, That hurt me, man. Lord Jamar. Because these dudes, these type of dudes, Lord Jamar, are the reason that the powers that be got afraid, got frightened up. Because these are the guys that, like I said before, were raising the youth. You know, starting a movement, a 180 of the mind of the youth towards a higher level, raising us from the dead, basically. And the powers that be was like, nah, man, we need to put them back to sleep. And this is when all the gangster rap started to come into it, because of bands like Brand Nubian. The industry couldn't tolerate it. The powers that be, nah, man, we ain't raising the dead. You know what I mean? We ain't letting Hiram get that master grip. Nope, we're going to put a load of soap on that hand. And that's when all the BS started. And before you know it, Big Daddy Kane, KRS-One, you know, Brand Nubian, started to like disappear off the airwaves, and all this crap started to come out. I mean, all these naked women starting to come out, shaking up themselves, all this glorified gangster culture, killing themselves, making it look cool, putting dope beats to it and all of that. So, you know, we've got nothing else to play, so it's turning into a mantra. Kill, kill, kill. Sex, sex, sex. Kill, kill, kill. Ignorance, ignorance, ignorance. And then now, fast forward, 30 years later, one of my idols gets caught. And look, we all get caught, man. It happens in degrees. That's why you have to constantly check yourself, check your progress. Like a builder. When a builder is building a wall, what does he do? After every level, he checks his horizontal to make sure it's level. Then he puts another layer on top. And before he progresses, what does he do? Taps the bricks to make sure that's level. So he keeps on leveling up, practically leveling up his knowledge. You know, that's what a builder does. You see, so we've got to be on guard, man. Because just think, a builder now is building a wall or a tower, let's say. And after every level, it's not checking the horizontal properly. The more height he gets, the more lean or off course the building gets. You know, that's the dissatisfaction in the building. And it will come to a point where that building will topple over under its own weight. Or in this case, speculatively, under your own ignorance, you'll topple over because you never went back to check yourself, to check your level, to make sure it was, you know, plumb and all that. So yeah, man, that was a lesson for me when I was watching that. Always check yourself, you know, to make sure that you're not going off course, you know, to where you want to get to. If you find yourself off course, tap the brick level, you know, rectify, get back on course, keep on checking. Oh, what's the man? You're gonna fall flat on your face. You know the strange thing? I did actually want it to be colder for some reason. I don't know. I think I wanted to see a little bit of fog. And the whiteness of the ice on the trees or whatnot. You know what I mean? It gives that little extra beauty to it. You know, but it doesn't matter. But yeah, Lord Jamar, man, I'm still hurt, you know. I'm still hurt, man. One of my heroes from my youth got absolutely slaughtered like that. And to make it worse, he got set alight. He was on fire, was burning up. And because again, Lord Jamar was finding it difficult to keep his desires in bounds and rein his emotions in, he just lost all intelligible shape, man. And he was just pouring oil on himself and just intensifying the flames, man, with his conduct in the whole scenario. Oh, it was bad. It was bad. You know what I mean? I don't know. Watch it. See what you make of it. But because I'm a fan, that's why I'm probably, I don't know. I'm probably making it look worse than it was. But man, watch it for yourself. Jesus. Yeah. You got to check your level, man. You've always got to check your level before you open your mouth. Jonos. Yeah. But yeah, I had to get that off my chest. You know what I mean? I'm a bit wounded, to say the least. You know what I mean? 5% brother as well. 5% brother. Mate. This is the thing as well, you know. You didn't have to debate this guy. You shouldn't be debating this guy about flat earth. Do you know what I mean? You should be on his side. Because of the lessons that you got. You should be like 100% on his side. Our globe's side. It tells you in the Quran as well how the earth's round. But in the Arabic, it's an Arabic word, and I think it denotes to like being akin to the shape of an ostrich egg. You know, a lot of people, like Orthodox Muslims, it's like they'll say, "Oh, it's an egg." The ones that don't go in, like everyone in every faith and whatever. The majority of people don't go in. They're superficial. They're still on the surface. They think it's like an egg, like a chicken's egg. For God's sake. No, it's like an ostrich egg. It's like protrudes more around the equator and kind of like a little bit more squashed at the poles. And I was watching this airline pilot, because he was saying the same thing. Yeah, I get asked a lot, is the earth flat? Because, you know, this flat earth movement's like, it's getting a little bit, well, you know, it's taking traction. And he laughed about it, and he says, look, he says, I flew around the globe, he said around the globe. He said, if it was flat, I would have fallen off the edge, you know. And he said, which pricked my ears up, he said it protrudes more, because obviously they've got the instruments, don't they? They know the curvature or what have you. It protrudes more around the equator, and it's a little bit flatter, you know, near when you go north or south. So he was in agreement with the Quran. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. You can get people so far with that flat earth argument until you go deeper into the science of it. It just unravels. It unravels anyway. You know, but people, they want to... I think it's ego more than anything. They want to be the people that was like, yeah, oh yeah, I know more than you. You know, I know this hidden knowledge. You know, they're going to find out that it's flat. And it's like, no, we're not, mate. Tell you what, mate. It's like, yeah, no, we're not. Just simple experiment smashes it up. You know what I mean? Seasons and whatnot. You know. All the globe mathematics are standard. They remain the same. The constant. This flat earth. It's like, how many maps do you want? One's flat. One's got a dome on it. They've made a new one now where it's like you've got a flat earth, there's an ice wall around it, there's a gap in it where you can go through to get to the other planets, which are like flat earths and like one like big flat ever going surface. That's when you know, man, mate, you're just making it up as you go along. Come on, stop it. Stop it, you're just making things up, mate. It's just your imagination. You know what I mean? Having another dude who was like, oh, you know what? I can't be bothered to talk about it no more. It's like, come on, mate. Stop it. But yeah. Nah, mathematics is king, I'm afraid. Sorry. Not half-truths either, or superficiality, you know, deeper and deeper into law and maths. It's king, it is what it is, you know what I mean, it's just laziness of the mind, you know, it's like, yeah, I'm quite happy where I am, I'm gonna stay here. And this is where it's at. Doesn't need to be scrutinised anymore. I'm the king. When you scrutinise it and it falls apart and it's like you're doing one of these ones, la 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 la, because you don't hear it. You know what I mean? No. The laws of the universe ain't going to change for you, I'm sorry. What more can I say on the matter? Yeah, it's getting dark now. Nice sunset over there. Where the Earth's spinning away from the sun. Giving the illusion that the sun's setting. Yeah. I don't know. Life, eh? Don't get me wrong, man. Like I say, you've got to constantly level up. So there's no harm in questioning the established fact of a globe. You know what I mean? Nothing wrong in that. Like I say, constantly try and test your knowledge. Shake it a bit. Is it stable? You know, it is what it is. But this like flat earth thing, they're taking it too far to the point of stupidity where you've tried it, you've tested it, and it's solid. Then leave it alone then. It's common sense. It's right and exact. Why are you still shaking it, trying to trying to move it out of place and set explosives around it and cry around it and throw tantrums around it, and if it's not going anywhere, you've done your job. You've tried every bloody thing you can think of to try and disprove it, and you failed, you know, miserably as well. So sometimes you need to know when you're beaten before it turns into an ego trip. You know, just concede to maths. Maths is maths. You can't mess around with maths. You know, like I say, you can go so far with maths and like trick people who don't have that level of competence than you. You know, you can use it as a trick, but you know, it is what it is, man. Once you've got to that level, the same as them, then they can't trick you no more. That's why we have to constantly study. It's like, you know, you've tried, and the globe maths stands true. So just give it up. Let's give it up, man. I don't know. But yeah. Do you know what? Every time like I come out for a little walk and stuff, and I'm chatting, getting stuff off my mind, it turns into a little bit of a rant, doesn't it? You know, I'm gonna have to find more cheerful topics to talk about. Oh my God. You know, because the earth is beautiful as well, even though there's some strange business going on at the minute. The earth is beautiful, man. Life's beautiful. You know, life is beautiful, man. Sometimes you've got to switch to a bee and look for the honey. You know what I mean? All the time, instead of a fly. You know what flies look for? You know, I try to be a bee. You know what I mean? Always look on the bright side of life, so to say. Middle age, though, it does test the honey-seeking abilities inside of you. Let me put it that way. Yeah, man, middle age. Boy. Yeah, I wasn't ready for this. I don't know. But it's all experience, isn't it? Life experience. Experience it to the fullest of all your senses. Try and extend them. Rosicrucians all know what I mean. This is man-made, but it's still a nice sight, isn't it? To watch a body of water. Something about water that's calming. But yeah, I think that's the little talk over for today. Keyword: study. Study, study, study. Keep on studying. Go over what you've studied to get a deeper understanding. Go over it again. You might find something else there that was in plain sight you didn't even see. Then go over it again. You'll find that with books, even the simplest of books. You'll read them, get what you need from them. You'll go back to that same book, and might just even be a word that you didn't pick up in a particular sentence that changes the whole meaning of that verse or whatever it is, which you didn't pick up before. Because you're constantly building on yourself. More than likely you would have never picked it up before anyway, because you didn't have the necessary knowledge from your journey at that particular point. Whereas on the next round of knowledge that you picked up, now you see it. You know what I mean? So it's, it put the zoom in on your microscope that you're seeing something that wasn't there before. You get what I'm saying? Consistent study, man. Consistent study all the way through your life. Live life like today's your last, but study like you're going to live forever. Yeah? They always big up the first bit. Live today like it's your last. Giving you an excuse to wow out every day. I'd always miss out the other bit. Study like you're going to live forever. Makes life more enriching, even the mundane things, because you see things in the mundane that other people don't, which makes life a miracle. You'll notice the miracles in life that other people just take for granted, but they are really miracles under close contemplation. And it makes life a bizarre ride. It's like, and you'll be there looking at something and wonder. Another person will be looking at you thinking to himself, what the hell is he looking at that's making him, lose himself. Yeah, I love it, mate. I love it. Knowledge, wisdom, understanding. King Solomon's wealth. Or is it understanding, wisdom and knowledge? Which one comes first? I'm talking to you, but I'm a little bit selfish. Because I'm really talking to myself, really and truly. When you talk to yourself, it's like you're lecturing yourself. It's like you're giving a lecture, and you find out what parts it is of the subject that you understand, and the dark spots, and the concepts that you don't understand that well, that you can't take out and bring into words. Your speech is all clattered, you know what I mean? So it's like you shining a light in the room, seeing how orderly it is or disorderly. Right, the cars are gone, man. I hope I'm not locked in. Or else that's going to be a 4-hour walk. My man's car's there, so it should be okay. Yeah. It's okay to talk to yourself. You know what I mean? As long as it's not like mindful rambling. It's just you clearing house. Ooh, where are you, little squirrel? Where's he gone? Where you gone, mate? Rummaging around in the bins? Wait. Wait. Where's he gone? Where's his tail? Where are you going? Yeah, that's why I love coming out to these places. Nature. Can't beat it, mate. You can't beat the divine mother. Mother Nature. Nah, it's too wet. The divine mother. With a little bit of artifice to balance it out. So yeah, thought I'd come out for an hour, settle the soul. You know what I mean? Dinner should be done now. I started it off, so the missus, she just had to keep eye on it. Sometimes, man, I feel cook, you know. Yeah, man. Sometimes you gotta cook, man. You gotta cook for the youths, them, and the old missus. You know what I mean? Take the loads off them a bit. Put a little bit of a manly touch into the cooking. Still can't beat my missus's cooking though. Women, they've got that little extra love that men ain't got. That little extra ether that's put into the cooking because they really want you to enjoy your food. Because they love you. That's what makes them a woman. That's what makes a woman have the capacity to give birth, that love. Man can't give birth. You can have a go, Oh God, what a planet we're living on at a minute. What confusion. A man trying to give birth. Cut it out, mate. That's not your job. That's hers. Venus. Sophia. The moon. The divine feminine. You know what I mean? Don't try and take a job, mate. You're not as good as her. You ain't got the qualifications. It doesn't matter how soft you can make your voice either, mate. You just can't be her. Cut it out. Oh God. It doesn't matter how much makeup you put on your face neither, mate. Cut it out. Leave a woman to be a woman. And women, leave the men to be men. We both got our jobs to do, our divine jobs, man. Cut it out, man, and stay in your lane. Seriously, let us both stay in our lanes, innit? Come on. Dearie. I'm just rambling now. So anyway, yeah, check out that that video, Dave Professor and Lord Jamar. That's a lesson to stay on your lessons. Yeah, alright, I'm out. Peace.